Hey gang, I'm Fahaam, your financial freedom guru. Let's turn your dreams into billionaire success stories. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey through the life of a man who didn't just build a business empire but changed the way the entire world shops for groceries. A man whose story is not about flashy cars, luxury mansions, or making headlines every day, but about discipline, simplicity, and a vision so powerful that it created one of the largest supermarket chains in the world. This is the billionaire journey of Karl Albrecht, the co-founder of Aldi, the German retail giant. His life is proof that financial freedom is not always built on extravagance but often on restraint, clarity, and a sharp understanding of what people really need. Karl Albrecht was born in 1920 in Essen, Germany, into a modest family that knew the value of hard work. His father was a miner, and his mother ran a small grocery store in their neighborhood. Times were tough in Germany during those years, especially in the aftermath of World War I and leading into World War II. Young Karl grew up surrounded by simplicity, with no silver spoon in sight, but what he did inherit was something far more powerful: an entrepreneurial spirit and a first-hand view of how a small shop could be the lifeline for a community. Watching his mother deal with customers, manage stock, and run her tiny store was his first business school, and those lessons would shape his destiny in ways nobody could have imagined back then. After World War II, Karl, together with his younger brother Theo, saw an opportunity to rebuild not just their lives but also the way ordinary Germans accessed food and goods. Post-war Germany was devastated, and people didn't have the luxury of wasting money. Every penny mattered. The Albrecht brothers understood this better than anyone. They took over their mother's small grocery store in Essen and began to experiment with a new model of retail: discounting. Instead of offering everything under the sun, they focused on essentials. Instead of spending on flashy displays or advertising, they kept costs low and passed those savings directly to customers. It was a simple but revolutionary idea: strip away the unnecessary and give people what they actually need at the lowest possible price. The brothers worked relentlessly, and soon one store became two became 10, and before long, they had built a chain known as Albrecht KG. Customers loved the idea of buying quality groceries at affordable prices without all the marketing gimmicks that traditional supermarkets used. But in 1960, the brothers faced a decision that would split their business and change the trajectory of their empire forever. The question was simple: should they sell cigarettes in their stores or not? Theo believed that cigarettes were just another product and should be sold like everything else. Karl, on the other hand, thought cigarettes attracted theft and unnecessary problems. Their disagreement was so strong that the brothers decided to divide the company. Theo took the northern stores, forming Aldi Nord, while Karl managed the southern half, creating Aldi Süd. And Sir Aldi, short for Albrecht Discount, was officially born as two separate entities united by a single philosophy of low-cost, no-frills shopping. Karl Albrecht focused on Aldi Süd and became a master of simplicity. He believed that efficiency was everything. His stores had limited product ranges, often fewer than 1,000 items compared to the tens of thousands found in typical supermarkets. But every product on Aldi's shelves was carefully chosen, high in quality, and priced lower than competitors. Karl cut out the middleman, struck direct deals with suppliers, and kept the operations lean. He eliminated unnecessary decorations in stores, used simple shelving, and charged customers for shopping bags decades before it became an environmental trend. In his world, every saved penny mattered because it allowed Aldi to stay true to its mission: making food and essentials affordable for everyone. The beauty of Karl's strategy was that it worked everywhere. What started in post-war Germany quickly spread across Europe, and eventually, Aldi conquered the global stage. Under Karl's leadership, Aldi expanded into the United States, where it shook up a retail market dominated by giants like Walmart and Kroger. People at first underestimated Aldi, but soon shoppers realized that this German discount chain was delivering quality at prices that were almost impossible to beat. Then came the United Kingdom, where Aldi became so successful that it forced big players like Tesco and Sainsbury's to rethink their entire pricing strategies. The world was watching, and everyone knew Karl Albrecht had quietly created a revolution. But what makes Karl's story fascinating is not just the growth of Aldi but the man himself. Unlike many billionaires who seek the spotlight, Karl lived a life of extreme privacy and modesty. He rarely gave interviews, avoided media attention, and was almost never seen in public events. He didn't flaunt his wealth, didn't build extravagant palaces, and didn't care for celebrity status. To Karl, the focus was always on the business, on efficiency, and on serving the customer. His net worth eventually soared into the tens of billions, making him the richest man in Germany for many years, yet he remained grounded, humble, and almost invisible. In fact, Karl once said that the key to his success was not just offering discounts but building trust with customers through consistency and simplicity. In 1994, after decades of building his empire, Karl stepped back from daily operations, handing over control but leaving behind a rock-solid foundation. By then, Aldi had become one of the most recognizable supermarket brands in the world, and his philosophy continued to drive its expansion. When Karl passed away in 2014 at the age of 94, he left behind not just a retail empire but a legacy. His story is proof that financial freedom doesn't always come from chasing glamour but from understanding people's real needs and solving them with precision and discipline. Think about the lessons we can learn from Karl Albrecht's journey. First, simplicity is powerful. You don't need to overcomplicate your business to make it successful. Karl built Aldi on a simple idea: keep costs low, focus on essentials, and deliver value. Second, discipline is everything. He never allowed distractions, he didn't chase trends, and he stayed true to his vision even when others doubted him. Third, humility is underrated. In an age where people show off their wealth on social media, Karl quietly became one of the richest men in the world without needing validation from anyone. His story teaches us that real success speaks for itself. Imagine this for a moment: a boy from a modest family in Essen, Germany, who started with a tiny grocery shop run by his mother, went on to build one of the biggest supermarket chains in history, and amassed a fortune worth billions, all while living a private, disciplined, and almost invisible life. That's Karl Albrecht's billionaire journey. His life is a reminder that sometimes the most powerful path to financial freedom is not the loudest one but the quietest one, where you let your work do the talking and your impact speak louder than your words. So the next time you walk into an Aldi store and pick up a product at a price that makes you smile, remember the man behind it. Remember Karl Albrecht, the visionary who taught the world that frugality is not weakness but strength, and that efficiency can change lives. His journey is more than just a business story, it's a life lesson for all of us chasing financial freedom. Be disciplined, stay simple, focus on value, and never lose sight of the people you serve. That's how you build not just wealth but a legacy.